Thank you as always for watching, and thank you channel members. And guys, if I know this is late in the video, most people aren't here, but channel membership does mean a lot. I probably should spruik it earlier in the videos, but if you're watching all the way through and you feel that the content I'm providing is either entertaining or informative or both, channel membership starts at $1.49 a month. It gets you early access, some exclusive posts, not many, but it also enables me to create more and more content for you. So do consider the channel membership. I really do appreciate it. Another day, another opportunity. Let's get out there. Oh, let's just go to the offsite and talk about stuff as friends. This is a channel about reselling, about selling things full-time on eBay. If you're new, welcome. And obviously, guys, welcome on back. Let's go to the offsite via Toasties, Coffee and Fun. All right, let's go. Yeah. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate, Tori.
Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here. The
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? All right, legends. All right. Today is adventure filled. It's not. It's like, let's start the day off lying to each other about the adventures of the day. No, I'm Tori Favreau, the Geelong-Flipper, your Uncle Flip, coming to you from Geelong, Victoria, Australia. I've got a story of heartache I've got to tell you though first. And please feel bad for me. So, I love video games, right? And I started up a gaming channel, Uncle Flip's Games. Just streaming the stuff that's on my PlayStation. No big deal. Just having fun. I think there's 40 or 50 subscribers to the channel now, but it's fun and I love my video games. That is how I wind down. Like, everyone winds down in different ways, but that's how I wind down. So basically, I was streaming Silent Hill 2 yesterday, and I'm going to tell you a story of heartache, and you will actually, I think, feel little pangs of badness for me, because last night I was almost in tears about it. Many years ago, it's an old TV now by technology standards, but it was an expensive, like multi-thousand expensive TV, 75-inch Samsung. And yesterday, as I was playing live, it started popping, and I watched the stream afterwards. At the end, I'm like, it's not happening for the viewers, because the PlayStation was fine. The TV died last night. My beautiful, I don't know if you guys know about tallies. I used to sell them. And this was the first generation of Samsung QLED. And it's known to have this issue, but I'm so far out of warranty, I doubt they'll even help me. But I believe the backlight has blown up in it, which basically means there's no picture. Well, it keeps turning on, off, on, off, on, off. There's no sound. I'm Devo. I've got don't get me wrong, I'm very, very lucky. I've got a little 40-inch TV that was in the bedroom, and so we've got tally. It's not fun gaming on that TV. It's just not. Yeah, it sucks. And I don't even really know how much tallies are now, how much technology has moved along. Like, some people might go, well, you know what, you can get a 75-inch TV and it's only X amount now, because that was the very cream of the crop when I bought that TV. It was so much markup in them. The TV was on retailed at $7,999, and because I was a employee of a store that sold Samsung goods, they let me buy directly from Samsung, and it was $3,700. Still a lot of money. I think I don't even know how old the TV was. I mean, it was one of the few things I took from the last marriage, was left in the house. But yeah, dead, I believe, dead. And I've looked at Ali with tears in my eyes. She's gone, it's okay, we'll try to figure it out. Because there's money we don't have. Don't have a few grand to go buying a new TV. Hell, probably don't even have enough money to get a Samsung technician in to try to repair it. So last night I'm playing Far Cry on this 40-inch TV. I'm so close to it, and normally I'd like because I sit back, I wear my specs, but because this TV's so small, I'm right in front of it wearing my specs. It is weird. Anyhow, that's my sad story. My beautiful TV busted. And I was really proud of myself because I didn't upgrade it. Like, even as technology changes came through, and I'm sure TVs are better again now, I still didn't upgrade it because I thought, no, you spent all that money for a reason, and that was to hold on to it for as long as you could. It's kind of like my, what you're watching me through now. That's an iPhone 12. And I so want to get a new iPhone. I do. But yeah, it's just a matter of, I'm self-employed. I don't have the cash to get a better phone just yet. Yeah, yawn. Oh, shivers. I stayed up trying to get the TV fixed until quite late. Couldn't do it. Okay, so feedback for you guys. So last night we had a live stream. It was lots of fun as normal, and I spoke to you guys about the offer I put out on Facebook. I'm trying to source some stock, and I've been inundated with offers. Now, let me just say, when you look at my wording, if you do decide to go and do what I'm doing, maybe word it even stronger, because people are offering me expensive things. Like, they're not stuff they were ever going to donate to an op shop. They want to sell it, yes, and I respect that. I respect the hustle, but they are not things that these people ever wanted to donate or were ready to chuck out. I'm being said stuff like, and I say, hey, they go, oh, how do you price this? And I say, I price it as though you were about to give it to an op shop, or you're about to throw it out. So essentially, I'm going to pay what I think a fair price in an op shop would be for your item. So here's an example. There was a bag. It was cute, and it was retailed for $29. And I thought to myself, I'll be able to flip that. And she goes, how much for the bag? I said, I'll give you $5 for it. Sorry, I'm so tired. I'll give you $5 for it. And I think people, we all want to hear what we want to hear, and it's human nature, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's causing a little bit of anxiety, and it's also maybe causing them to feel as though their time's being wasted. My time is being wasted. I was meant to be going out to, where I was going. So I just because it's the lady's private property, I thought I should respect that. But there's a 20-foot container. She said, I checked with her yesterday. I was meant to be there today, and she was like, the kids have got stuff on. I'm sorry, can you come Friday? So this is why we're heading to the Offsite today. I've only got 4 things to pack, but I'm going to try to put together a Thomas track that I've had in the car forever. I need to empty the car and just get the clothes out and fold them neatly. I really wish I had a t-shirt folder. I'm getting better at folding, but it looks like it'd make it so much easier. I am going to be returning the Chrissy mics to Amazon. Chrissy arranged for me to send them. But then I was thinking to myself, I've gotten so damn used to being so lucky to have those microphones. I don't know if I want to record in the Offsite without wireless microphones. I think it's made it a lot more enjoyable for us. It's certainly given me a lot more confidence, knowing that you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. Because I must admit, sometimes with the microphones, it truly felt as though you were there with me, because I knew you were hearing me. Sometimes I go back to the earlier episodes where I did not have the microphones in, and it's sort of like I'm yelling into the void. Now you guys know the deal. I'm about to get a toasty. So hungry. It's 10 o'clock. The oppos will have just started opening up, so we'll stop past them as well, have a quick look. Ali's off on her own adventures today. She's sourcing stock. I was like, do you want me to come and help? And she's like, I just want to do this one by myself. I was like, why? And she's like, because if you're there, you might, you know, it may be that you want to leave early, or I feel like I'm going to be at this place for a long time. So, honey, I hope that you're getting heaps of cool stuff. In the meantime, I'm having coffee and toasty. Yeah. So, yeah, I am wading through the trees, whatever, you know the word I mean, rubbish. The rubbish offers, and then I'm dealing with people who are giving me okay offers on certain things, and then when I say yes, they've jacked the price up by $25. And weren't you going to throw this out or give it to an op shop? Yes. Then I'm sorry, they're not op shop prices. We'll get there though. We'll get there. Okay, that was both cool and scary. So I've pulled up at the Beano, right? And the ladies working there, they have to call out to the back if a toast is being made. And I heard my toasty being called out as I was kind of pulling up. I heard ham and cheese toasty. I was like, you guys rock. You guys rock. And it's fun. I said, I'm so predictable. And yeah, one of the ladies was quite right. She goes, you know what you like. I will one day get sick of them. Like, I will one day go, nah, I don't want that today. Doesn't happen often, and it does stem back from when I was little, and we had to stay with my nana for a bit. For a month, I loved sardine sandwiches, right? Loved them. And so nana wanted me to be happy. And every day she'd send me off to school with sardine sandwiches. I think I had them for a month and a half or so, however long I was there. And after that, I was not able to eat sardines again until I was an adult. I couldn't stand them. I love them now, but I could not stand it. And I was just like, maybe I've had a few too many, yeah. But yeah, that's my adventure in Foodland. But yeah, so I think the ham and cheese toasty will last until it doesn't, if that makes any sense at all. They also do a bacon and egg toasty here, but the egg's a bit weird. And the one time I tried it, the oven was on the fritz, and I was driving up to Ballarat, and I bit into this like cold egg, and I was like, oh my lord, I'm not happy with this. And they did the right thing, but at the same time I was sort of like, I don't want that anymore because my experience was terrible. But I am in luck here because they're taking a little bit of time, which means my toasty should be toasted, and everything will be okay in the world. I am going to shut this down and get my food, and I've got a lady staring at me a bit weirdly because I'm talking to myself in a car. And if you're a viewer, hi. Should have said hello. You know those days that you're glad you stopped at the Oppo because, well, check this out. See through the hole? Yep. Yep, that'll do me nicely. Okay, so happy with that. Not only is the doll in there, but it looks like some of the accessories are as well. So, $4? Yeah. All right, guys, welcome to the Offsite. For those of you who do watch regularly, I do have this to tell you. The bloody mic's working again. Chrissy, if you see this, just so as you guys know, yesterday when I was filming, there's two mics in this, and they were given to me by a friend, Chrissy, and I love them. It's what lets me walk around and talk to you guys, and it's really helped so very much. And I think I was just mentioning earlier the fact that one of them went. They're both working. I just tested them. So yesterday, no matter how hard I tried, the one on the left would not even power on. And now I've come back the next day and they're both working perfectly. Technology, huh? So, Chrissy, if you don't see this, I'm going to message you anyhow as soon as I leave here to let you know they're working. And I love them. I wanted to keep them because they were your gift to me. So, I'm very happy about that. All right, guys. So, today is well, we're going to be here for a little while, but it is technically a short trip. Well, a short amount of work. Let me get these off and put them on the glass puppy. Just because, otherwise I'll lose them. Yeah, devastated about the television. Why does that jump into my head? That was just a coat hanger. Don't be scared. And I knocked it. It's not haunted. Yeah, so it's only a short trip here to pick up some stuff today. One of them's going to be a bit of a bugger to pack. It's an irregular size. I'll show you, I'll show you everything, talk you through everything. Let's just get this thing back up and running. Hot spotting the phone. Once again, I'm still using the clamp on. I am useless with stuff like this. I can't just have one tripod and take it backwards and forwards. I need to get a second tripod because I'm useless. So I might be doing a Kmart visit after this just to get a cheap tripod that hopefully has a phone clamp, because I keep forgetting it. And you guys are sitting on the clothes rack. You are clamped, like Flutterbuy's clamp is working perfectly. It's not that bad, but I like being able to pick up the tripod and sort of take you around with me as the need is there. Come on. Wi-Fi, no, my phone is literally there. You need to be hotspotting. Hotspot. This is scintillating, isn't it? Oh, anyhow, I'll show you the thing that's going to be a bugger to pack. So I sold this statue from Legend of Zelda. Okay, Breath of the Wild. Mixed feelings. This was mine. Well, long story short, I was buying a lot of stuff to make me feel better. I was going through a marriage breakup and I love my video games, so I bought statues and games, lots of games, lots of stuff, and realised that I never look at this, as beautiful as it is. I never look at it. I paid $70 for it. I tried to get 160, didn't. It just sat in my store forever. It did sell though for $100, and I've accepted that offer. And yeah, just one of those things, guys. You buy some stuff at certain times and it's just stuff. Some of it anyhow. That was just stuff to me. I do love the game, but this was just to have this up. And when my daughter was younger, my youngest daughter, she'd come over a lot and she'd loved The Legend of Zelda. Like, she's played it over and over, and I tried to get something that she could see in my home that sort of reminded her of something that she loved. So yeah, but she's an adult now, so go figure. Time freaking flies. Sometimes I prefer them when they looked up at you and they just thought you were the best thing ever, as opposed to being an annoying older person. But yeah, I really enjoyed, and the animation in her face as she was explaining the game to me, that was really quite sweet. All right, I can't get the hotspot going, so I'm just going to check the phone, which means I've got to turn this off. Okay, well that took way too long, but all right, let's see here. I'm so stoked on that Monster High thing as well, guys. $4 and it looks complete. Yes, thank you. Yeah, yes, thank you. Okay, so I'm under 21 grand now. I'm up to 20,682. I've sent out a truck ton of offers. None of them have been accepted yet. Doesn't happen that often. Sorry, I sold this for $97. And then there's two other things I am pretty damn pleased about in this particular sale lot. So we've got 1, 2, 3. It's only 4 items, because tomorrow may be the 20-foot container haul, and if it is, then I don't want anything to get in the way of it to be stopping us from doing what we're doing. So I will come and do this now, and all it basically means is that if it doesn't come to pass, then I'm just ahead. That's all. I'm just a little bit ahead. Now I'm going to be very careful with this. So this is, guys, these have kept selling for me. If you're not looking, please look. Poppy and Vivaldi, the Poppy series, they've got sounds in the back like an orchestra, and basically they do very well. So I picked this one up for $2 and I sold it for $68. I'm just going to double check though, because I did sell one of these not too long ago. I'm going to double check I've got the right one. I might have 2 poppies in there. Okay, Poppy and Vivaldi. See what pictures I took in it. Got to just make sure that any marks or bumps are very similar. Okay, that's, yep. That is the book, because it's got a little scratch in the page there. And yep, you can see the tuft of, yep, where it's been repaired is visible. Okay, so the next thing we'll do, let's double check this. The most important thing is I accidentally sold one of these and the pages were ripped out of the back. So these aren't ripped out of the back. It has seen better days. I just want to go through and double check all those photos. Sorry. I know it's a bit of a pain, but yep, you can see the tape. You can see the scratch. Yep, most certainly everything that's wrong with it is in the photos. Let's have a look here about this. Full description. That was my stomach. Check out the photos for condition. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to send it really well packaged, and everything that is an issue with the book is photographed. So just made me nervous. I felt so bad I let someone down. Recently I sold I think a Japanese book called Yumi. I did show you guys, and I don't check all the pages of every book I sell. He paid $30, and this is on him, not me, but he gave away his copy to someone else waiting for this one, and it arrived and it wasn't great, and I felt terrible. But then I was like, I'm so sorry, just keep the book. Here's your refund. I apologize for wasting your time. And then yeah, I got the guilt trip of well, you know, not only was my time wasted, but I gave away my copy. And I get that, and that's disappointing. But what you chose to do as an individual, buying something secondhand to give away your own copy before it arrived, is what I'm trying to say. I don't understand that. All right, guys, tape noises. See ya. We got this stuff done today. We're going to quickly try to put together a Thomas track if I think the instructions are with it, and then we'll take it all home, get it to the post office. Okay. There's so few things here. I'm like, oh, I'm unpacking as I go, and I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Because I like talking to you guys about the stuff. All right, this one I was really pleased about. So I've had these pants for a long time. They sold for $60. I paid $2 for them. Tub 28. Now, these are motorcycle pants. Always, if you're on the hunt and you're going through piles of jeans and stuff, please be very mindful of this, because motorcycle pants weigh a lot more. They're heavy. So you've got Dragon, you've got PJM. I'll show you these. I'm not going to take them out though. But this is, I'll show you the label. Dragon, looks like a dragon. Okay, so, and this is what I do with some of the higher items. I just chuck a little sachet in there just to make sure the moisture is being absorbed by the sachet. But yeah, so these are lined with Kevlar. Be super careful when using the word Kevlar on your listings, unless the item really has Kevlar in it. Kevlar is heavily trademarked, and it's one of those things. They're protective of their brand, rightfully so, and they will give you a Vero strike. They employ them, they do them. So make sure, if you can write Kevlar, but make sure it's got Kevlar in it, and show carefully where it says on the label Kevlar is an ingredient, a part of the thing. I am stoked about this next one, and then we've picked everything, guys. So like I said, this is preparation for tomorrow. I've already done a lot of my draft listings at home this morning, or rather after midnight last night. I don't know. Okay, so this one is just one of my, well, it's not a favorite horror movie, but it's a horror movie I really, really like. It's called Quarantine, and it's in one of my more messy tubs, so it may not be, and not one of my see-through ones. So let's just. Is that all right? It's not hurting anything. But a lot of you guys have said that you're into horror movies, so let's talk about that for 2 seconds. So this movie has got the, I'll have to look up her name, but she's from Dexter, Dexter's sister, in it. I'll tell you one thing, that took a bizarre twist, that relationship. Don't think it did that in the books, but I think it's Jeff Lindsay wrote them. Anyhow, and I don't really want to say the words on YouTube because I'm not sure what sort of naughtiness trouble I'd be in. But you guys can think about when people who probably shouldn't love each other do. That was what it was hinting at. I don't think it did that in the books. But anyhow, what's her name? Please show me her name, because it's a good movie. You guys are probably yelling it at me. I'll know it as soon as I see it. Jennifer Carpenter. Yeah. So this movie is called Quarantine. I really do recommend this movie. If you do really like your horror, that's a good one. Very good movie. Quite scary in its own way. But yeah, Rec is the Spanish one, just for record, and that is a lot. Well, they start off similar and then they end up different. But yeah, it's they're both well worth watching if you can watch subtitles, which I have no issue with. If you can watch subtitles, I do genuinely suggest that you watch Rec first and then watch Quarantine, and let me know what your thoughts are between the two different movies. All right, so yeah, that movie was a very small sale, but just, it's one of those ones when you know that the thing is cool, and I think that's what I'll be eventually moving off to Whatnot when I get set up. Movies that I know are cool, but just don't sell for much money, because that is a damn good movie. But yeah, like, I paid $1 for it. I got $8. I paid $7 in postage. Chances are that there was a promoted listing because I'm getting them. Oh no, there you go. Not this time. So $12.07. I'm going to make about $5. $5 by the time I'm done with fees and everything else. And you know what? That's profit. So yay me. We'll get these quickly wrapped up. I just want to, actually, I need to see. I'm just going to put the movie into a paper satchel. One of these ones. And I forgot, I'm going to do a short in here just so as I can help people, all right? You guys will hear it twice. If you see the other video about it, you're going to see it twice because I'm still going to leave it in this video. Hey there guys, how you doing? Geelong-Flipper here, your Uncle Flip, Tori Favreau, full-time eBay reseller, here to help you improve your eBay selling game. Guys, recently we had these satchels that did come out. They were the eBay Australia Post extra small flat rate padded mailer. They came out and they had a deal through eBay which pretty much expired before it was meant to. And now everyone's asking, what am I meant to be doing with this now? So here's my straightforward answer to you. Hopefully it makes sense and hopefully it helps you save a lot of money. These eBay branded ones, be aware, these can only have the postage paid for them either through eBay or through My Business Post, the website, okay? Taking it into your local post office, there is nothing for them to scan. There's no barcode, nothing, all right? So don't bother taking these into Aussie Post unless you've already printed out a label and you just simply need to give it to them to scan. My advice to you is there's a couple of ways that you can do this particular packaging. If it's under 250 gram and you're using My Business Post, do not select it as a extra small. Select it as your own packaging. The dimensions are 29 by 20 by however thick your particular parcel is. Do it like that and then run it through My Business Post. Depending on your band, your discount rate, that will generally be the cheapest way to do it. Experiment for yourselves though, don't just do it the way I've said to. Try this first because you don't have to commit. So see what the weight of it is as your own packaging. You can still use the satchel, they're good. Or then you can go in and say extra small, and seeing, depending on what band you're on, will determine the actual price of this. Don't take it into Australia Post and try to get them to scan it. They just can't do it. So eBay, My Business Post only for the postage, but if you do it on eBay, you will not get any advantage of the band discounts, all right? So I hope that helps. Just use it, My Business Post or eBay, and if under 250 grams, select it as your own packaging and put in the details. Otherwise, put it in as extra small satchel and it will determine it from there. I do know on my band 5, I pay $7.76 for this satchel to be posted anywhere. I hope that helps and I hope that it clears it up somewhat. And I can't wait to be assisting you on your eBay journey and sharing the adventures together. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider it. We have a lot of fun. We've got a great community of people who truly care about each other and about building each other up to achieve better things. All right. Thank you so much for watching. How was that? Was that all right? Okay. So when I get home, I'll separate that. I'll put that out as a very short video. Literally, maybe even if I can crop it right, I'll put it out as a YouTube short, and we'll go from there. Okay, so what I'll do with Poppy, because I've already wrapped it, a $68 book, I'm going to wrap it up like that. Then I'm going to put it into another padded satchel, and I can still send it as a small, and they will get all the benefits of all that bubble wrap and might be able to use it themselves for their own postal stuff if they want to. With that sort of stuff, I'm always mindful. I try to let things be reused as often as possible. I know that sounds silly, but I literally do, because I am a firm believer in that stuff. So I always put just a little bit of tape. Like if they cut that bubble wrap at each end, they'll be able to reuse the bubble wrap. So that's always my hope. And I have lost the hotspot again, which makes this sort of stuff lots of fun. I can actually probably don't have to worry too much. There's only a few items here. I might just... Still, it frustrates me when technology doesn't work. Alright. Load it back up, see if it does want to connect. It took ages to connect to the hotspot before. I'm sort of glad for you guys that I didn't keep you on. I'm going to write Poppy just for now. Poppy, there we are. The other stuff is still open, so that is noticeable. And we'll leave a little bit of room, and this is going to be this one that is going to suck to wrap a little bit. But once again, I thought I should bring you along for the ride. And actually, let's see, will this go into it? Wow, I caught the iPad with my foot. You okay, buddy? Far out. I had a panic, a little bit of a panicky then. Okay, so I do want to see if, ideally, if I can get this guy into a small satchel, that'd be better again. He's already, I'm not going to take the dragon pants out of their plastic bag, like I said. With some of the stuff now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I did order some more plastic bags, and Joey, Black Eyed Joe, also sent me more plastic bags. It's just all costs, isn't it? All this stuff sort of adds up over time. Yep, fits in a small satchel. It's double bagged. And there's Kevlar in it anyhow, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why that isn't playing the game, so I'm just going to write Dragon on there. And we'll get on to the next job, and I hope I might have to go and get more tape today too, or at least order some. Okay. Is that much wider? No, it's about the same width. Okay. So I'm going to double wrap this thing in both directions just to make sure I've got it all going well. Oh, so as I've got it all well covered, I should say, if I'm using my words like a grown-up, which I'm not most of the time. Okay, so yeah, oh, you can not really see, sorry. There you go. Yeah, like I said, that's my tummy if you can hear stuff. It's not whales calling out to each other, though it could quite easily be mistaken as such. Okay, so one lot this way, and then I'm going to do the other way of the other side of the box. So there will be a little bit of coverage on both sides there, which is the way we want it, because the box is rather flimsy, and then we're going to have to cobble together a box. I couldn't find a box that would sort of do the trick, and so I might I'll have a look around me here, but I might just be Frankensteining a box to make it work. Okay, so once again, even though I'm using the bubble wrap, as you've seen, I'm pretty much only securing it with two pieces. If they cut it at the right spot, no worries, they can use it again, which is good. Because, well, let's face it, we're using plastic. They may, I think some of these are degradable plastic, but guys, don't be fooled. That's not good for the environment. It just means it breaks into bits of plastic so small that you can no longer see it's plastic, but the environment knows it's plastic. So this might actually work. This is a Bunnings box. Might be a bit big, but we can cut that down quite readily. Yeah, okay, that's going to work, I think. So what I'll do here is I'll start off by securing the box. Various tape noises will ensue. And down here on the ground, all I'm doing is just sealing the box. I did have it flat. These boxes can come in handy. They're from an Australian hardware store, but I'm sure that whatever stores you've got around your neck of the woods will do the trick nicely as well. So it's on there, that'll fit in fine, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this box way down to size. Okay, so I need that much. I'm using the blade, always being safe. I'm going to probably halve the box. Well, not probably, I'm going to halve the box. Okay. It actually works fairly well, all things considered, because there's lines that run around it. So whilst I'm not the most accurate of cutters of these things, I can sort of aim. There you go. Did it. Only just, but I did it. Come to Papa. Wait, safety. there because obviously I'm too weak to get through the cardboard. We'll save that for another project. Always using bits of cardboard, guys. This box is now janky because I've weakened it, but that won't matter because we will tape it back up again. Tape sounds. Just to sort of keep it in place while I'm chopping more of it up. So from there, all I do is pop this in here, and then all I do from there is you cut down the corners, basically just to make it a box once again. Don't be concerned if you haven't given yourself enough cardboard to fold down, because it ain't nothing but a thing, and that's why we've got the extra cardboard. So I have every expectation that this is not going to be perfect. I'm going to pad it out with my hex paper, which ideally I should just put it up on that roll. So as you can see, as it looks like normal paper, but as you stretch it out, it becomes hex. And we're not going to use a lot. It is purely to cushion it out, to cover the top, and to cover the sides. It's just going to stop it from moving around a little bit in the box, and it's also nicer for the customer to see that we took a little bit of time to put a bit of padding in there. Other things you can do, like we can reutilize this cardboard now, and because I've got more down there, and all I do is you can sort of make your own really cheap version of crinkle cutting by folding it over and on itself. Okay, and then it wants to do that, and we just chuck it down the sides. Okay, and then it doesn't really want to move that much, so we're very lucky. All right, so from there I'll start to basically just fold it all in and on itself. It's not going to be a perfect cube, I don't care. I just want this thing to get to my customer and be okay. So we're going to fasten that down. And from there, I can see like where I've screwed up on the sides. But once again, all I'm trying to do is hide any of, so let me show you, sorry. This part was visible. We don't want that. So all I've done is I've just cut another little bit of cardboard out, jammed it in the middle, and sticking it down with tape. I may have to change the tape over. Like I said, I'm really low on tape. I don't know that Ali bought any in our supply lot because she knew that I had this, but we have absolutely ripped through it. It's a bit of a catch-22 because our local post office lets you, there's tape out for you to, like, there's packing tape out, but they do not let you take the tape home. All right, that's it. Nice and easy, guys. It's not going to move. It'll make the trip. It'll be fine. Don't know how much postage will be on it, but hopefully I've calculated the shipping okay. This was just to move something on from another life of mine, so Very grateful for the sale, but get out of my house. Perfect. All right, I'll pop these out and we're going to build a Thomas set. Having fun, aren't we? Okay, I may as well just keep you guys with me. I have to empty out the car as well, so I've got to get it ready. I mean, it sounds crazy because it's the Mini, but I want to empty the car out just in case I can't take Ali's. Ali's car's a lot bigger than mine, so hopefully I can. But if not, I need to get the car empty. So I have a propensity for not emptying the car. I generally list out of the car, which of course is not best practice, but if you can see here, there's a lot of clothes that I've picked up recently, so I'll get these back to where they're meant to be. Tub 28. Tub 28 as well. I picked up this leather jacket, Stephen Datner. It's an old Australian brand, but it's cool as. It's leather. It's old as, but it's in beautiful condition. Of course, it will only stay, you know, till I list it. It's not worth shit, but that's just the way it is. But what we'll do, a lot of these clothes are quite wrinkly, either because of the op shop or because of me. What I do is, I think I may have told you this trick before, we get some fabric, like smell refreshener, like Febreze or whatever it's called. I give them a light spray, then I put them in the oven, in the dryer for like 20 odd minutes, and it just lets the smell go through and it gets the creases out. I only recently sold one of these. I paid $13 at Savers for the top, and I sold it I think for 30 or 40 bucks. You guys can go back and watch the video of that if you want to. And I found another shirt recently for $4. So at least I think it was $4. Once again, it's all on video. Everything's on video. It's funny, you know, to the point that pretty much everything you guys if you're looking, pretty much everything you're looking at has been on a video. It's kind of neat. You know, something I think is kind of funny, like we consume this media, and I think it is because we know how relatable it is, because we do it. Like, I am not doing anything any more special than what you do, and there's a high chance you do it better than me. But we like to, I think, and this is why I enjoy reselling content so much, because we do get to see how other people do things, give us ideas of how to do stuff, and most certainly how to not do stuff. But yeah, I need to get onto the clothing photography again. I had a really good run recently and I was very happy with it. The stuff I've got here, with one exception, like there's one I shouldn't have bought, but I didn't pay much attention. It was just Sonic basically, the boxer shorts. They're faded, but I didn't even check the year on them. They're licensed, and I'm just going to call them sleeping shorts. Isn't that right, guys? So hopefully someone will like Sonic. He is pretty warm though. He's seen better days. I find myself doing that a bit though, like just little innocent mistakes or being in a hurry. These are Greg Norman golf pants. Do any of you actually iron your clothes that you sell? I would hope not. Levi's for a very small person. Size 32. That cannot be correct. Maybe it was. Is a lady's 32 different to a man's? Because, like, I'm wearing 36s at the moment, which are way too big for me. 34s are, like I think I've said before, when I was too skinny, and I was in 32s, which are what these pants say they are. I was, for me, being who I am, and being you know, man in his 50s, for me, I was down to, I think it was either 79 or 80 kilograms after my gastric surgery, and I felt so exhausted all the time. Now I've put on too much weight. I actually hopped on the scales the other day and I was horrified. That's why you may not see me eating bickies and cake during the live streams. I'll still have like a Twiggy stick or protein, something to do with protein, but yeah, wow. Let's just say I've cracked over 100 again, and I was 122 or something, 120 when I had the surgery after losing 32 kilos by myself through diet. So I know I can do it. Well, you guys know, if your life goes through a bit of a rough patch sometimes, it's not a good excuse, but I comfort eat. Comfort eat a lot. And obviously I was comfort eating but not comfort exercising. That's a nice flannel. That's a brand called Sullen. Should do okay. RB Sellers pants. A lot of this stuff I just got for such good prices. Like from this Oppo that I go to. I've shown you guys before, the Lara one. It's like every pair of jeans is, it's either $3 or $4. Every shirt is $3. And I've picked up bangers there. So yeah, tomorrow when I'm out and about, depending on where the path takes me, I may have arranged another private sale from that offer too. Well, I've bought some stuff. I've bought some jewelry. I've bought some clothing. And I've bought these little, still with tags, squishmallows. And the lady's been really lovely and very fair about it. So it's not that I'm going to go, hey, do you want to be on YouTube? But tomorrow might be busy. I might have the 20-foot container to go through. And if she says I want it all gone, I will just keep going back until it's gone. From there, we've got the maybe the other offer. One thing I noticed just then, someone messaged me earlier, and I haven't answered because I've been working and talking to you guys, and they're already going, hey, why aren't you answering? I'm sorry, I don't live on Facebook. I do get the notifications, so just be very aware, friends. Honestly, here's a hot tip from the thrift from your Uncle Flip. If you're going to do what I did, for God's sake, make sure that you don't suffer anxiety about getting swamped. Make sure you don't suffer anxiety from getting offers that have got nothing to do with what you asked for. One of the things I'm loving at the moment, I keep getting, you're going to hear the sound of plastic hitting. I might even set this one aside as a separate video too, just that people can see fun stuff by itself. So you guys know what we do. We put it together. We try to make it a good time. So here we go. Hey there guys, Tori here, the Geelong-Flipper, coming to you live and direct from, well, Grovedale, not Geelong, but it's part of Geelong. Full-time eBay reseller, friend, your friend, and man who bought a set of Thomas stuff, and we're going to make it, and we're going to see if it is actually complete. I paid $5 for this at a Vinnie's. It looked promising. There's a lot of track, a lot of bits and pieces in there. There are some sort of instructions. So I thought it might be fun if we could actually make something together. What is that? How's that sound, hey? Hey? All right, well, tuck the camera down and you don't need to see me so much. Let's see if we can get you closer. Can we? Can we get you closer? That looks like it might work. Away we go then. All right, so always nervous about buying these sets. I've actually bought a couple of them now, and I have no idea whether they're complete. The actual station, this whole thing looks like it's large. It may be too large for what we're doing here, but in a worst case scenario, I can still double check to make sure the bits and pieces are all complete. And worst case, I'll build it on the ground. And then we'll just move the camera down as I build it on the ground. Okay, so what's this thing? It's a tunnel. That's neat. Check that out. Stickers missing from there. Even so. Vickerston Bridge. All right. Now this is the part that starts to bother me, because it's like these Oppos, they do funny stuff. So this is a wooden Thomas, which is generally more expensive. I may, already having seen this, I may part it out, because this is a wooden Thomas. And they'd already tried to sell it by itself. So that sort of stuff is cheeky. Already we've got problems. Why is this boat thing? I don't think this boat's part of this set, but it may be a bonus. Okay, so these look more realistic, like the tenders that you would expect to be on this track. Now, a couple of times I have said to you guys, hey, look at this, you know. Okay, so already I can tell that maybe this is going to be a waste of time and effort. That's not to say it's, you know, too late. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. So, these are the pieces that are assembled. The boat is part of the set, which is interesting. Very interesting. It does not look like any engines might be. So that Thomas may just be a bonus, and that's fine, because I love me some Thomas. Oh, and by the way, Craig, if you're watching, thank you. Guys, just so as you know, a viewer, Craig, reached out to me, and I'm buying some Thomas from him. I've got to check the shipping though, because he's asking a very fair price, but it's coming down from Queensland and it's 5 kilos. So, well, 5 kilos, that'll be maybe 20 odd bucks. There's about 60 trains in the set. All right, so we're going to just double check, I think, because this already looks too big to be doing up here. Okay, so we're going to figure out what we can as we can. And yeah, it may actually be complete. So it just would surprise me as well. Okay, so this thing is a thing, is a thing, is a thing. So someone did pull it apart. It's got all the proper tags that you'd expect. All right. At moments like these, I wish I had a bigger packing table. So, but people will want to see it assembled. That's the issue too. So, squeeze the beholder holder tab slightly and insert into the opening, then fit each tab into the holes in the mountain. So, oh, okay. So, down in here. I can't figure it out. YOLO, twist and shout. Oh, so it's meant to be square. It's not meant to go through the bottom. How about I just shut up and try to make it? That's better. Okay, so TU4 is here. This is going to be a build on the floor, I think. All right, I hope that's better. Let's find out together though. As I'll be getting up and down, I apologise if my jeans ride weird or whatever. Trust me, it's certainly not intentional. I'm a little bit too old for such tomfoolery. This is about just making sure. Let's see, I've got to keep hiking them up. They're a bit too big. Okay, so we'll get all these track pieces down on the ground, and we just want to confirm that they are all part of this set. God, I'd be so pleased if they are. I can already see that the stickers are missing, but I don't think people will care overly much about that. And I am sort of glad that Thomas was included, even though he's not part of it. I would ask you guys though, is it kind of weird that this is a Thomas set, yet it doesn't look like there are any, there's no engines in the set. Oh wait, there is, it's just not that one. No, there's multiple engines included in the set. So there's meant to be Thomas and Percy as larger plastic trains. That's a real shame. Okay. Still, not all is lost, because what I'll do instead is we'll kill this. All right, so those of you who watch the longer show would have known that I just bailed on the building, but there's, well, should I bail on the building? Let me just do some checking on comps, all right? Because long story short, there's meant to be a Thomas, there's meant to be a Percy. They're not in here. Someone's just put a random Thomas Wooden Railway, which is worth way more to me to list separately. And all may not be lost yet. The stickers are missing. Some have been applied, some have not been applied. But I've got a sneaky suspicion that the whole track is here. If the track is worth good money by itself without the trains, it may still be worth us actually building it to show that it is complete. And then I'll take neat photos of the parts as well. So I'm going to do that just quickly. All right. I put all the bits down on the ground anticipating building it, but that may be a lost cause, so we'll just part it out. Oh, I'm a duffer. Hang on. Okay, so it's absolutely worth finding out if all the trains are in here. Oh, sorry, the parts other than the trains. I saw sold comps. Oh, God, I almost want to just find the trains. If I do have the trains and everything else, if I could find the sticker pack too, I could get up to $200 for this. Otherwise, I think I'm going to be looking at about 70 to 85 bucks for just what I've got here. But as long as it's complete. So we're going to find out together. And if not, then I will maybe just part it out as, you know, Thomas bits and pieces. Sorry you can't see me, or maybe it's better. But yeah. Okay, so all the different parts are here. So there's a piece of lava. You guys may as well see what we're trying to achieve here. I'm still going to have to set it up better, maybe even at home, because these won't look so good. Okay, that's a... Oh, I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's not part of Thomas. That is certainly part of it. This is certainly part of it. The swinging bit was certainly part of it, so I'll get that back out. I'd started to assemble this, guys, so that was a mistake. I shouldn't have bothered. Okay. That's part of it. That is part of it. Thomas is not there. That is there. That's meant to be there. The boat is meant to be there. That trips me out. And then these are all marked, I think, which is pretty cool. C. It's meant to be 6 of them. So they are certainly not C. It's AR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not. Better make sure they all say C on them. C. No. Okay, I'm glad I'm checking. C, C, C. Okay, 6, that's complete. CU4. Looks like there's just one of those. I think I was holding in my hand just before. CU4, that's complete. CS2. Yep, that's the switch for the track. That's complete. TL and TR. TL looks like there's only one of them. So, oh, I guess that's turn left, turn right, isn't it? Of course. Okay, so TL, TR, and I think it said there was another TR, TR, and TR. So far, so good, guys. Then PR, which sort of look like the branches of a tree, like that. And PL, peeling off in the other direction. So, yep. And S1 is there. That's also S1, okay. One is silver and one is black. And TU4, which is this guy. Then AL times 4, these are like the curved sort of looking ones, like that. I don't know how these tracks pop apart. Oh, they just pull apart. So 2, 3, and 4. This is good. Then there's the puddle of water thing. I know a bit of this is going off camera now, so don't worry, I know you're keen to know. Alright, so then there's that. Then there's the 2 bridge pieces, which are there. Then there's 4 of these silver bits. They're there. Okay. The 2 signs, which, yeah, I meant to have stickers on them. I think they must have at some point, but they don't anymore. And the, yeah, blue and green. Sorry, you won't, they're now off camera. The big billboard thing. Interesting. Okay, these 2. Now, What are those two pieces? Are they already clamped onto something? No. What is that one? There's one square piece about this big. Is it already pushed into something? If not, I am missing one piece. But that might be a matter of me actually checking. And these two. See where, I just want to see where that piece goes. If it's not major. Okay, so there's this weight, a boulder. Okay, so all of that is complete except for Percy and Thomas. And this bit here. We've got the big track bit. So let's see if I can quickly make sense of, I don't even think you, okay, so I can see where you're meant to put it. It's meant to go, it's only holding the, it's holding the two pieces of the bridge together, but they're not essential. Like the bridge, oh, it's there, it is there. Someone had already left it on. Okay, so even better again, the track's complete. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this thing is large. I think what I am going to do is simply, there's nothing simple about it, they're large. I wonder how far it actually goes. If it gives me a scale, like is this something I can build and just put on the ground here and just photograph it and people just have to understand that it's big? It is big. Wish the sticker pack was in there, that would have been super good. Okay, so guys, what I'm going to do, I am going to build it, all right? I won't, well, I'll change the camera. I'll just do a fast, you know, a speed up thing. Okay. Come up and dance, everybody. Build a plastic train set, Tori. I hope someone buys this pretty soon after I list it. Oh yeah. I'm not having luck. Okay, anyhow, track built, sure. Pulled apart, sure. Went back to have a look, see if I need to speed it. And it cuts out like part way through me building. So anyhow, it did all fit together, which is good. So I'll get that stuff ready to Scaramouche, do the Fandango, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll go from there. Alrighty. So I think the best way to do this listing though will be to just show all the parts, and yeah, I hope it will fit. If I pack it neatly, it might fit in a large box, but it's not heavy, so we'll see what happens there. All right. All right. I'm gonna get everything sorted off camera. Give me a second, just in case the audio didn't work then because the mic is blinking. Maybe it's not. Maybe. Maybe it's not all better. It keeps turning off. I wonder how many times it turned off during that build. Don't know. Hey there guys, how you doing? Geelong-Flipper here, your Uncle Flip, Tori Favreau, full-time eBay reseller, here to help you improve your eBay selling game. Guys, recently we had these satchels that did come out. They were the eBay Australia Post extra small flat rate padded mailer. They came out and they had a deal through eBay which pretty much expired before it was meant to. And now everyone's asking, what am I meant to be doing with this now? So here's my straightforward answer to you. Hopefully it makes sense and hopefully it helps you save a lot of money. These eBay branded ones, be aware, these can only have the postage paid for them either through eBay or through My Business Post, the website, okay? Taking it into your local post office, there is nothing for them to scan. There's no barcode, nothing, all right? So don't bother taking these into Aussie Post unless you've already printed out a label and you just simply need to give it to them to scan. My advice to you is there's a couple of ways that you can do this particular packaging. If it's under 250 gram and you're using My Business Post, do not select it as a extra small. Select it as your own packaging. The dimensions are 29 by 20 by however thick your particular parcel is. Do it like that and then run it through My Business Post. Depending on your band, your discount rate, that will generally be the cheapest way to do it. Experiment for yourselves though, don't just do it the way I've said to. Try this first because you don't have to commit. So see what the weight of it is as your own packaging. You can still use the satchel, they're good. Or then you can go in and say extra small and seeing, depending on what band you're on, will determine the actual price of this. Don't take it into Australia Post and try to get them to scan it. They just can't do it. So eBay, My Business Post only for the postage, but if you do it on eBay, you will not get any advantage of the band discounts, all right? So I hope that helps. Just use it, My Business Post or eBay, and if under 250 grams, select it as your own packaging and put in the details. Otherwise, put it in as extra small satchel and it will determine it from there. I do know on my band 5, I pay $7.76 for this satchel to be posted anywhere. I hope that helps and I hope that it clears it up somewhat. And I can't wait to be assisting you on your eBay journey and sharing the adventures together. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider it. We have a lot of fun. We've got a great community of people who truly care about each other and about building each other up to achieve better things. All right. Thank you so much for watching. It just went off again. So yeah, the mic is buggered. That sucks. That's on, that's on. Thank goodness I was checking for the blinking light on there. It may be that it's flat. I'm gonna take it back home and try charging everything individually. Yeah, because this case is meant to be a charging case. And I did charge it just the other night. So I think that might be the mic, I don't know. See, now it's lit up. And it wasn't. I might have to just give it a good clean out. But I'm going to pack up this stuff just very quickly anyhow, see what it does fit into, and we'll take it from there, all right? Goodness me. All right, so I did a really bad job of chucking in, but that all fits into a large box. It will. I've just got to stack it more neatly. This is just to get it home and photograph it properly. So I'm happy with that. I don't know what to do really though. The sticker's missing. I don't know. I think I might even try to list it for between, gracious, I'd say $60 or $70 and just see where it falls. People might put out offers and, you know, not lowball me, but just justifiably say there's no stickers. I don't know, but I'll pop it in the car. It's still going to be fine to list. For $5, it's still very good value for money. So yeah, we'll take it out to the car. There's some jeans in it, that's why it's a bit bulky. Get those ready for next time. And all I did off camera briefly before was I was just getting some stuff in from the car. I need to empty the car because I don't know what tomorrow holds. This was a random Jurassic World plushie I picked up, and I've got 2 toys that I'll be listing later as well. I might take that home and list it. I don't know what I'll get. I don't know, I feel it's kind of tacky just putting that big JW on it, but I was going to treat myself to a cheeky little restaurant lunch today, but I think I may. I've said the other day, I said I wanted Thai food. I didn't end up going, but I just think I want to get stuff done and free up my day. I forgot I started way earlier today than normal. It's only 12:02 and we've got everything done. So I do have time. I do have time. If I wanted to go, nah, eat at home. Don't be an idiot. I'll wait till next week or the weekend and we'll go with Ali. She is still, I think, off securing stock, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give that microphone, I'm going to take it home, give it another chance. I don't really want to be without one now, but the other mic I do want, now that I've learnt how helpful these are, there's a thing called DJI Mic 2, and it works with USB-C, Lightning, all these other things as well, but it's nearly $400. But it looks like it'd be like, this is amazing, and that would be the step up, because it means I could see, if I upgrade my phone, which I want to, this won't work in the new Apple one because they're USB-C. This is Lightning. Even my iPad is USB-C. I do need that other one. How many apples would I have to shake to get money toward that? I don't know. Let's go home. I'm not going to go to the restaurant. That's self-indulgent and silly. I can get lots of really yummy food over at Aldi that I can take home. I can munch, crunch, and have a lunch, and just get stuff done, son. Yay. Yeah. Today is about getting ready for tomorrow. Stay focused, Tori. Stay focused. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. You know I'm all over the place at the best of times. I'm thrown by the TV being broken. I'm thrown by the Chrissy mic not working. And then it does make me think, how can I up my game? I can't do this week-to-week stuff. It's like I need to push myself harder. And if I learn how to do that and start to get savings together, I'll tell you guys about it. Don't get me wrong, I have a top life. I do. I enjoy every damn week. But for stuff like that, I think most people in regular employment would go, oh, TV broke, that sucks. That sucks, but we can go get another one this weekend. For me, it's like, if the TV's broken, you just don't have a TV. I've got the small tally, which, I was just really getting into my stride, I think, streaming the games as well. And I feel like that's just all of a sudden, I'm still going to try to do it, but I feel like it's sort of been taken away from me, which is idiotic, I know, but it feels like it's been taken away from me. And yeah, last night I was playing Far Cry and it was fun, but I was like, I don't know, a meter away from the 40-inch, because for aiming, for reading graphics, for other bits and pieces, it's sort of small tally. It's great for in a kid's bedroom as the TV. That would be blessed. Even in my slightly larger bedroom, it's a great big TV. But in the lounge room, it's something I'm lucky to have, but something I'm not glad is my only option at the moment. All right, let's get trucking. All right, guys, listen, it is multiple hours later. I am doing my drafts. It is 5:40. I did get off to an early start today, which was good. It was a little bit different than starting, well, a lot later in the morning. Quite pleasant to be leaving the offsite at midday instead of about 1:30, 2 o'clock. But I've got my shipping done. There's been all sorts of consternation and questions regarding those satchels. I'm giving you the advice the way I understand it to be. But as with everything, just double check for yourself. If you're not sure, double check with your local post office, because it seems, to be honest, it seems that no one knows. I just got an email off a friend of the channel, Michelle, who literally has correspondence here that said you can only use those eBay satchels if you purchase the postage through eBay. Yet I then went straight. I was actually, when I read the email, I walked into the post office and I showed them my post that I had set up, and they accepted it and said, no, there's no problem with that. It's the same size, but obviously we can't scan it as a product that you buy from us, but you've paid the postage and the sizing is correct because the envelopes are the same size. And because it was under 250 grams. Maybe that would change. I don't know. I no longer care. I want you guys to do what's right for you. Check what is right for you, because at the end of the day, it could inadvertently lead to chaos and despair. I still think that they're a good option, particularly if you're sending heavier stuff. I like them. I like the fact that they're paper. I've bought a lot of stuff in from the Offsite to list. Some of the stuff that I am going to be putting up is just little action figure sort of things. Like these were the Simpsons, I don't know, 20th anniversary figures. They are cool. I've still got some more vintage Star Wars figures. They're cool. 2 massive parcels arrived from Putty McPud. So I'll be opening them live tonight. And thank you, Putty. You're too generous. And got a Fugler that I'm going to put up. Fun fact, a week ago I showed you guys like how expensive some of the plushes were at the local Oppo. They're still all the same expensive prices, and majority of them are there. But I did manage to get my hands onto a Garfield Odie plush. It's recent, but I don't recall the last time I saw an Odie plush. So I'm a bit stoked for that. That'll be at the Offsite on display. I might list it. But yeah, just working through all this stuff. Also interesting for you guys, I'll show you. I've actually got my listing tub next to me. So some of the stuff you've already seen. If you watched the other videos, like I've got the Nika head knockers. I'll have to sell them as parts only, because I think Kratos moves, but I'm pretty sure that he doesn't, and I wish he did. Quite often it's just glue inside them. You can fix them, but I'm not technically minded, nor am I fix-it inclined. So I'm going to sell them as statues, bobble-headed statues. I got the Japanese stacking mugs, if you haven't seen them before. Japanese ceramics are quite lovely, but these are just like old-fashioned. You used to just stack them up as high as you wanted, and you look for the Japanese markings underneath. There's literally the word Japan on them. Let me quickly grab the other stuff and I'll show you it. So professional. Like I leave the camera view, but just keep yelling at you, hoping that you're still there. Are you there? Is anyone there? Are you there? Okay, so I'm going to put that up for grabs. It's the Holden book bag, brand new from way back when. I got that when I went out thrifting with Jutta from Diary of a Flipper. Got this little bad boy. These do all right, about 50 to 70 bucks. That should comp out at. So I got it for $4.50. That was a Savers purchase. Oh, Savers, I love you. Yeah. 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 After I finished doing that, my stomach almost rumbled in time to my singing. That's another, well, this is Jasnor, but a Big Bird plushie. And chuck that one up. Got a cute little Cabbage Patch. So this one is from 2021, but she's gorgeous with a little jumpsuit there. Be throwing her up on the Bay of E. Then this is the Jurassic Park plushie, and I think it's rather tacky. What dinosaur? Like, who had to approach a dinosaur out in the wild and put a J Dubs on it? Don't know. Got this like dude that I showed you guys ages ago. Painful, but yeah, we'll do that. Got the Chrissy mic here. I've got to run it through its paces. It was working, not working, working, not working. I'm sort of, shut up. I sort of, I'm a low-key a little bit nervous because if the Chrissy, I just need to like stop that, please. I'm thinking that if I need to future-proof myself, I might need to lash out and get the DJI Mic 2, which I'm freaking out about because it's like $380. But the battery lasts longer. It is compatible with the current iPhone and the future ones that are USB-C. It works with all them, works with SLRs. I don't know, but Chrissy was an absolute gem. Got me a return thing. At the end of the day, mainly, my thing is if it gets sent back, you know, I shouldn't hold on to it if it's not working, and then she has a chance to get a refund too. She's always saying that she'll send me the refund. You're lovely. We'll figure something out. Okay, so I've also got the busted Grimlock. Once I figure out how to transfer it back as much as a robot as I can. That's the only problem with those. I love the Transformers, but I can't transform them. You guys saw me get this one. I think this is the Voltron Green Tiger. I'm still very tempted to just keep this because I love it. I think it's really cool. And it was $3. I don't know. I might keep it either at the offsite where I can see it. I don't know. Jurassic Park. King Kong. I like this King Kong one. I think it's pretty cool. The wooden Thomas that you would have seen earlier. Thomas and the Wooden Railway. Then I've got all these, I think it's Bakugan, you know, the spinners. So I've got a whole heap of them. And it was funny, a lady was in at the op shop where I bought them from yesterday. And she said she bought I didn't realize, like, you know how you get the Bakugan sort of fighting arena thing? She bought that and she goes, I wish there was some of the Bakugans there. And I said, well, I'm in the other boat. You see, I bought all the Bakugans and I didn't know that they had the arena out the back. She goes, do you think you'd... I said, no. Do you? She said, no. So that was a stalemate, but I believe I won because she's got an empty plastic tub and I've got the toys. It's a harsh reality, but it's a true one. And if I really wanted to double down on it, I could probably find that plastic bin on eBay, surprisingly enough. Any case, I better get into this because I'm going live in an hour and 15 minutes. There is no way in heck that I'm going to get all this done. I think it's going to be a late-ish evening, but it doesn't matter. I'll chill. We'll watch some TV. It's not always great working until super late, but you know what? I'm the luckiest man alive. And the company I keep with Ali and the cats, sorry cats, but and Care Bears, is the best company. So it's like working, but it's still fun. It's sort of relaxing in a way because we know what we're doing. Just got to get it done. All right, guys. So I'm going to bail, get this video out. I'm still going to be cropping out that basic advice about the satchels, and because I can't really think of where to edit it, so it's going to go out as a short. And I did another one too. I hope you find the stuff helpful. If you don't, well, I'm not sure what to do about that, but we'll keep on trucking, won't we? And thank you as always for watching, and thank you channel members. And guys, if I know this is late in the video, most people aren't here, but channel membership does mean a lot. I probably should spruik it earlier in the videos, but if you're watching all the way through and you feel that the content I'm providing is either entertaining or informative or both, channel membership starts at $1.49 a month. It gets you early access, some exclusive posts, not many, but it also enables me to create more and more content for you. So do consider the channel membership. I really do appreciate it. All right, that's it for me. Gonna go. See you on the live. See you tomorrow. See you the next day, and see you the day after, and probably the day after that, and possibly the day after. And don't forget, if you purchase any of my stuff off the eBay and you put in the coupon Geelong-Flipper family, you should get 5% off. I think that's the code. I think it is. Bye.